Hello, in this video I am going to discuss comments with you. So this right here is a comment. Bear with me, I'm just going to close the window. There we go. Window closed. And okay, so this is a comment because it's indicated with these two forward slashes. So what is the benefit of commenting? First of all, let me say that when the compiler runs, it actually would. There's several stages in the compilation process. One of the stages is to remove all comments. So comments will not increase the size of the application. I've heard that question before, saying if there's multiple lines of comments potentially, because sometimes you are trying to describe some sort of algorithm or piece of code that's quite complex, and you need multiple lines of code to do that, and multiple lines of comments, I should say. Will it increase the size of the application? Will it require more, processing power when running? No, for the simple reason, a compilation, which is the process of grabbing your code, putting it into an executable, like a .exe, for example, like what it does here in VS Code, and it removes all comments, single line and multi-line. I'll cover both of them in a second. So why would you want to use it? One use case I already described to you is that you want to explain some code. So you could say, like, I had nothing there, and let's say this printf was very complicated. Could have two double slashes, four slashes. That's how you indicate a single line comment. Say this is an epically complicated algorithm, like so. You could do that. And you might be thinking, do you have to put it on the line before? No, you could put it on the line. This is all personal preference. I've seen people put it above. I've seen people put it on the line itself. You could use a mixture of mixture. I can't remember the word I'm looking for, but you could use a mixture of the two if you want to. So you could put a comment here. You could even put it after. I've seen some people do that. Just try and keep it consistent. My words are all over the place, so consistent. That is the main thing. You could do it for this. It doesn't have to be inside the function. You could do it here. I mean, obviously you got to have the forward slashes. And okay, so the other benefit of using a comment is maybe you've got a bunch of lines, for example, of code, and obviously I know these are all the same, but let's say if they weren't the same and your application is not working the way you want it to, and you're not too sure which line it is, instead of deleting, let's say instead of deleting a line and potentially saving it or losing that code, what you could do is put two forward slashes, and this comments it out. So we have, so if I do it like this, save it, run it. Ooh, it's moaning for some reason. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I don't know why that moan was happening. Ignore that. Don't know what that was about. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whereas if, let's say, I comment this one out and run it, as you can see, we have one less. Even though the code is still there, it's being commented out. That's the official technical term. That allows you to prevent the code from running without deleting it. And the other type of comment is a multi-line comment. So let's say if you wanted to do something over multiple lines, you would usually have to do something like this using the double forward slash method, or what you could do is this. You put a forward slash, then a asterisk, and this comments out all the lines of code until it hits, we don't need this here anymore, until it hits a asterisk forward slash, and that's it. Anything between that is commented out. It could be something to describe a piece of code, maybe it's quite a lot of description, or you could comment out loads of lines of code like so. Save it, run it, and there we go. We only get one instance of by getting printed out. So that's it. So that's commenting in a nutshell, or in a relative nutshell, I should say. I'm sure somebody will say it's not in a nutshell. You could have said it, explain it in 30 seconds. Pretty simple. Actually, it's very simple. If you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord group. There is a link in the description. And as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.